Good morning, everybody. The sun is rising. We are in western Utah today. Back there is the Nevada border. I bought the most expensive gas ever at a casino, which was not fun. But we're here now. We are at
Conger Springs.
Conger Springs. Too many locations as of late. I'm getting confused. Conger Springs, and I must say, this is an impressive place because typically you do not find such ridiculous abundance of fossils. Like, you know, it's one thing when you're like, oh yeah, the roads are paved with agates, the roads are paved with petrified wood, because it's just like an abundant material there. And we've gone to many places like that. This place, however, it's kind of like paved with fossils. I actually did pretty good this time. I found the first one.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of a lay of the land here. So up there, that mountain right there is this thing right there. But right below it is Conger Springs. And Conger Springs has all kinds of fossils, except coming here, we're just down the road from it. There's also a ton of fossils. What do we got here, Sarah?
Mostly crinoid stems.
There's a bunch of other stuff, though.
It's a calyx plates, bivalves, horned coral, something else, but primarily crinoids.
There's a lot of crinoids, as in, like, I'm going to find one here in just a couple of minutes. It does not take much time of looking at the ground. Sarah's been hunting all over and has already found like a pretty hefty little handful of these.
You want this one?
You found
a couple.
The first real one of the morning, huh?
Wait, no, I lost it. You gotta find it again. Well, there's one here.
Grab it.
Where's the one here? You see the little middle dot that's empty. Oh, there's one.
Oh.
Here's one.
A little crinoid fossil.
Oh, here's one.
Oh. So yeah, they are...
I think this is some kind of shell.
Oh. We're going to definitely have to do some identification work. We're still like fossil newbies.
Oh, here's another one.
You want to take this crinoid? Look, right there in just this one little spot, you got a decent little selection.
Oh, here's another one. Oh, it's broken. We'll leave it.
Well, obviously, okay, so this is where we camped. Beautiful, of course. There's a wash over on the other side of that road, and you were finding more things there. But we're going to go up to the actual spring, which is just up the road. We're going to walk the washes up there. This is what Sarah already found. Some neat stuff in there. I'm obviously still very much so learning about these things. This is the spring over here, which is now dry. But you can kind of see there's like multiple tiers of little ravines in here. And from what we have read, as you go into one ravine to the next, you'll see all different material. It's hard to like not just even look at the road here.
Yeah, I'm sure they're down here and here.
See that thing right there? That's a tarantula hawk, and they're all cold and sleeping right now. But apparently they have a wicked bite that is terrible. It's super, super painful. They're not aggressive towards people. So people on the internet and elsewhere say, but when the dog's trying to bite them out of the air, I feel like they would get aggressive.
Yeah, we don't want the dog getting bit by one of those.
The old spring filled with garbage. That is definitely a hole somebody's been digging. Like, what are they doing? That's not the normal, how you even say it? Like, that's not the normal thing you do for fossils. I guess they're screening?
I guess that's a really big hole to have screened.
Yes. Let's see if we can find any clues.
Little tiny, hold on,
Like, these are all really old holes that people have dug.
Is this one? No. Yeah, I wasn't expecting any holes.
Crinoid.
Yeah, I guess you would screen, but it just seems like there's so many. Why would you dig and screen? You're getting a lot of non-fossils.
Just so you know, this is Utah State Trust Land's land. And to come rockhounding here, you do need a permit. There will be links to the listing on the website for this locality, which will be in the description box of this video. And on there, I link to important things, such as state trust lands. They've kind of revamped their permit system, which is nice. You know, it used to be you had to like give them a range and township, and now you can select a ton of different places across a map. Still kind of not ideal in comparison to just give them $10 for the year or something like that. But it's something to be aware of. There's definitely like odd rockhound behavior. Like that hole right there, this rock was just repeatedly hit with a hammer. Okay. That right there. And then you have things like this.
Come here.
Which was like on there, and they just like smashed it off.
Yeah, it's
more hammer hits on a random rock.
Fossil hounding is different.
You just like randomly hit everything that you see.
You never know. Maybe.
Can I see the bag of finds? That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to look a lot nicer once we get all the dirt off of them.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them have a hole all the way through,
and
I poked a little stick into one, and it was just all dirt that made it solid. So I think a thorough washing will be good. Do you want to walk up here a little more, or where are we?
I don't know.
We're kind of just meandering, folks.
Maybe we'll just follow this wash a little.
Do you want to go down or up?
Down.
I saw a little rock that I would say is kind of not common. There is a little tiny piece of gray jasper back there. And I was like, oh, if only there was a big block. Gray is a hard... You'd think like, okay, a gray rock. There's lots of gray rocks. There's a lot of gray rocks that are volcanic rocks that are, like a metamorphosed type rock. But there's not a lot of gray rocks that have a lot of silica in them that you can cut and polish. That's kind of a rare thing. If you know of a highly polishable, abundant, gray rock, I would love to hear about it, because I do not know where to find this mysterious gray rock or tan rock, like a gray jasper. Yeah. Not only is it I think a hard thing to come by, I also think it's not a thing anybody cares about except me.
Yes, could be. I don't know. Yeah, we see so many gray rocks. You'd think it would be...
But they won't cut and polish.
Right.
Labor Day weekend and not a soul in sight, which suits me very well. Look at that. I think this would be an excellent place to go if either you don't want to... This would be a great place to go if you have kids and you want to walk around and surface collect. I do think that's probably the best tactic here, based upon all the amazing stuff that Sarah's finding. Also, It is about 10 miles from pavement, up a good gravel road, and yeah, maybe you went to You Dig Trilobites and you're looking for something free, or maybe you don't want to pay the money for You Dig Trilobites. Well, this is a suitable alternative for some fossil collecting, albeit not trilobites.
It's a little less physically demanding than trilobites also.
That
You
is
wanna be
true.
swinging and hitting a hammer for 2 to 8 hours. Tiny one.
You have such great eyes. I would not have spotted that.
You just see that little circle. Is that a nut? Is that some kind of fossil, or is that kind of a nut?
I think that's a nut. Like part of a shell.
It's a worked something.
I don't think so.
This is a big one.
Never fails. People will be like, see a rock that's been smashed, and they'll be like, artifact. Never mind the fact that it's in this wash, that everything gets smashed to smithereens in. Oh, that's a really good one.
I think this is like a weird flat one. It got flattened.
Oh, that one's good. Huh.
It's like flattened.
Yeah, great. That's a one on the larger end.
Yeah.
So the advice has been where there's a lot of yellow and brown soils versus the gray. Like the dog is on the brown right now, and then you can see the gray in the distance. And that seems to hold true. Obviously, stuff can wash around, but something to factor in, I guess. I got some here. You really have to like get down low, and then you can like start to see these things.
Yeah, like you gotta get to the ground level, and then like it's like a slow look.
That's a good one.
Can be like a side. Huh. Oh yeah.
That one right there is pretty good. Oop, I just dropped one. There we go. Look at that.
Might need the digital microscope for that. That one's a tiny shell. I think that one is a shell. Wait, I don't know.
When this stuff's all nice and cleaned up, I can definitely do some macro imagery of it and probably capture a lot of the fine details of these little fossils out here.
So I don't see any right here.
Yeah, it's like you move over like 5 feet and it's like totally different.
Yeah. Here's this. Alright, Leica, let's go.
Oh,
Like that, stop. There.
interesting. Yeah, you want to go? Oh, that's pretty cool. What is it?
I don't know if it's a crinoid or something bigger, because like that's bigger.
Yeah.
And there's a crinoid right there.
Yeah, that's really caked in dirt. That's cool. Oh, wow. Look at this right here.
Yeah. They must be a little different, or they're bigger right here.
Interesting.
Definitely orange, so some sort of mineralization. Right on the edge of like a shadow.
Wait, what's this here? Yeah, there's a lot in here.
Yeah, right here, and they're a little easier because they're orange.
That has like a quartz crystal replacement.
Huh. This one's kind of like it's not a complete tube, but it's more of a tube than just a cylinder. Or not a tube, it's a cone.
We drove back to where we had camped. We're just across the road now, looking. It's kind of cool. Just like the abundance, you know?
No cracking anything open.
No children screaming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think I found one like that too. Cool. Those are really big. They're really big right here.
Doing pretty well. We don't want to take too much. We just want like a nice assortment that we can clean up, identify, try to learn some stuff here. Learning about fossils is significantly more difficult than rocks and minerals. The number of minerals is like 6,300, and you know, really like there's only like maybe like 1,000 of those that produce like a size that you would be able to like easily identify with your eyeballs. And you know, rocks, there's a lot of different rocks in a big spectrum, but those are also generally quite easy compared to what we're currently doing. That one's pretty big. That was Conjure Springs. What do you think?
Pretty good.
It exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
You know, you see this stuff, people will be like, oh yeah, you found some fossils. But like, there's a lot of fossils here.
Yeah, a lot of variety too.
Yeah. The video is not done though, because we have to clean these up. You'll do some identification of them. I'll do some mounting and labeling of them. And maybe we can learn something about some of this material that we found here at this area. Yeah, it's pretty good. There'll be pins on the map for this place, as well as the camping spot area. They seem a little like there's some serious variation, right? Like, you know, oh, you like hit a spot and there's just a lot. And then you go 5 feet more and there's nothing. And then you go 10 feet more and there's like, oh, now the crinoids are white, whereas the crinoids before were brown. So you really got to kind of spend some time
with your head close to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll catch up with you in the shop, everybody. We are back from Conjure Springs, and I must say, I loved that place. I thought, like, it was a cool place to camp. Super beautiful. We heard an owl.
Yeah.
We saw some feral horses.
Yes.
And we found plenty of fossils.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you know, like...
The road was pretty good, too.
Yeah, and those terrible bugs. What were they? Those wasps.
Tarantula hawk wasps.
Yeah.
That's true. That was the main downside.
Yeah, those things suck. Well, there's been some cleaning. There's been some polishing. I wasn't expecting to do any polishing. But some of the horn coral is very, like, silica replaced, right? So it does take a nice polish, which is cool. So I didn't actually cut these. I just took them over to the wheel. They're basically flat as is. So that's kind of cool. I wasn't really expecting that. And we have a whole jar of those. So if I wanted to, you could cut more of these. So the kind of silica replaced horn coral. We got a whole bunch of these little crinoid stems. Huh?
Yeah, we did get a whole bunch.
I mounted up some because I love these little displays. Like, you know, you can pop that out and be like, have those crinoids a different type of crinoid right there in the center, right? Different type?
Probably.
You know, if we're getting stuff wrong here, please, by all means, leave a comment. Let us know. Fossils are complex and hard. So I did take some photos of some of these things because photos are, of course, helpful. Some of the crinoids, like this one right here, has a little star pattern on the inside. So it looks a lot better with some macro photography. And even just like a regular, like little tiny crinoid like that can look really good under the macro lens. Macro lens makes everything look cool and also a little dirty.
Yes.
We have a couple of unidentifieds, whatever the heck that is.
Some kind of stem of something.
Yeah. And then this little piece right here, don't know what that is.
It's like a little spongy looking.
What else? Oh, this kind of we got two that grew together. Which is kind of cool. And you found that.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's a, cross section of the crinoid stem. Just a nice long one. It looks kind of like it wraps around there, and it's so I think that one's pretty nice. That's kind of the more upper level fossils that you want to see versus this little tiny bit of something. You kind of want to see what does the whole thing look like, which this isn't the whole thing, but it's more of the whole thing than this. So I think if we were to go back, I think we got a pretty much lifetime supply of stems and horns. Probably would kind of look for more things like that. I had some other ones out that I was going to point at, but this one, because see that one's like still in the attached to the rock. It's kind of makes it a little more interesting, same as this one.
I did clean these in some distilled white vinegar, and a lot of this stuff just kind of cooked off. Not all of it. I could have done more, but I was a little worried about etching some of them. I didn't really know how that was going to go, but it does seem like you can clean it up with that, which is cool. I just got to say this. Like, I think the fossil hunting is fun. I enjoy it, but it is hard for me to wrap my mind around. Like, it's hard for me to wrap my mind around. There's just so many things have lived, right? Versus, let's say, the number of rocks that you're going to find in your state. Rocks are on that spectrum of variety, let's say. But for the most part, you can really easily learn all of the rocks and minerals in your state. To learn everything that has ever lived in your state across, we'll just go back to the Precambrian, 541 million years. That is much more difficult.
Do we get the year on this? I believe they're Mississippian. I don't think we looked up.
We'll put that in here. I can't think of it.
We also found some little shell bits, which I think there is more there, which probably could identify, but we didn't quite get there. Didn't find too much of them, though.
The books that we've kind of been using, Fossils of the World, kind of in lines with the fabulous Minerals of the World, both of which I think they have an unfortunate title because there's multiple Fossils of the World and multiple Minerals of the World books by different authors, and that's kind of our go-to for some of this. And then something a little bit more specific is this one about Utah. But it's just the Cambrian fossils, so we don't get it all.
The crinoids.
Yeah, but doesn't help with that. Oh yeah, there you go, little guy. So if you have any other book suggestions for us, please leave them down below. Generally speaking, what did you think of the Conger Springs area?
Yeah, it was great. I would go back there and walk around a little more and look for some of this style.
Yeah, some more things like in situ.
Yeah.
You brought up an interesting point earlier that out there, it's almost like you could just kind of pick a place, like pick like a road, pick a ravine, and like go up it. It seems like there's kind of stuff everywhere.
Yeah, and there's a lot of roads and ravines.
Well, thank you for coming along on this one, everybody. Go check out Patreon. Go check out the website, currentlyrockhounding.com. I got links down below. Don't worry. It's not a lame influencer website that I try to sell you a bunch of junk on. It's purely a helpful website for learning about rockhounding, localities, you name it. I'm working on it all the time, and it's free. It's free. Ad-free. Huh? Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next video.